Salim Hussein says he feels hopeless. His motorized rickshaw broke down several months ago, and he still can't afford to repair it. It was his only source of income. He now relies on small loans from family and friends to get by. Hussein moved to this slum on the outskirts of Baghdad from southern Iraq a few years ago. He says he came here in the hopes of giving his wife, daughters and grandchildren a better life. But it hasn't worked out that way.
What can I tell you? Our lives here are miserable. Sometimes we wish we would die than have to live like this. I served as an army reservist for 8 years during the Iran-Iraq war, and in the end the government gave us nothing for our service.
The World Bank says nearly 30% of Iraqi families live below the poverty line. That's more than 10 million people who don't have access to adequate food, water or shelter, leading to mass migrations from rural to urban areas as Iraqis search for work which pays better.
Economists say decades of successive wars, increasing sectarian violence, the rise of ISIL, and a fragile political situation have all led to what they describe as a crisis. But there are other important issues which are driving an increasing number of Iraqis into extreme poverty.
Iraq's economy is almost solely dependent on revenue from oil production. International lenders have warned successive governments to diversify its industries, but none did, which is why record low oil prices over the past year have led to a major budget deficit. Government corruption is also a major concern. After months of street protests, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi announced a series of reforms to make the government more accountable and to shore up the economy. But his promises are of little comfort to Salim Hussein.
Our politicians just fill their pockets with money and neglect us poor people. They are profiting from their comfortable government positions and stripping us citizens from any wealth.
A belief felt by a growing number of Iraqis who are struggling to make ends meet. Imtiaz Taib, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.